Montecito Preschool is located in the heart of the Silicon Valley in Los Altos on Grant Road. The family-run business was founded by Molly and Jim Matthews in the 1960s, when they employed a hands-on curriculum that's still used today in the preschool. Now it's directed by Aaron Mobley.
I run the school, basically. I'm the director. I, of course, went here, and my brother and sister went here, and my kids went here. Well, Montecito Preschool is a family-owned business, and it's for families, and we serve the community, right? So, and we've had all of our family members, as well as we consider our staff members family as well. Working here in different capacities. So, as I grew up, in my teen years, I would, and same with my brother and sister, we all worked here in the classroom as assistants. We did entertainment, and helped the staff with the staff parties and everything. And then, of course, we attended when we were little. And so my kids now are 16 and 18, and they have, for many years, worked here, Molly and Grayson, and they still do as teachers, and they're amazing teachers because it's kind of in the family, right?
I first started helping out here when I was around 12. I started helping, playing with the kids, watching over them, helping the teachers with making snack and stuff. And then last 2 years ago, when I turned 15, I started actually working and getting paid. And I started doing more stuff. I would help some of the teachers plan curriculum, interactive stuff, we don't really do more math problems or stuff like that, but instead we'll do counting things, blocks, stuff like that, stuff that's more interactive. So I get to help plan with that, and then also obviously watch the kids make snacks and stuff that
Yes, seeing my children here, working here, is amazing, and seeing the benefits they receive as young children at 2 years old coming here, and watching their parents and their grandparents and their whole family, and as well as all of their peers come here, I think really impacted them and empowered them to become good people, good humans. Loving people, loving humans, treating others the way they want to be treated, the golden rule, right? Being anti-bias themselves and not racist themselves, and they're mixed race as well, so that makes a huge impact, I think. And they became really good teachers, just sort of naturally. I didn't teach them, my husband didn't teach them. They were taught by the Montecito community, really, and from our family overall, the whole Montecito family.
One thing that I've noticed as a parent is watching my kids interact with the kids here and the animals. It definitely gives them a different outlook on life. It's less introverted and more extroverted, right? Because they're taking care of precious little ones running around the campus. They're taking care of the animals. So that is always a joy for any parent to see their kid develop that nurturing aspect in their life. But so much of that is missing in today's STEM and tech world. They really don't have that social and natural interaction with the world around them. So this place, I think, for me as a parent, I know that's why I would bring my kids here, even if I weren't attached to the school. When I say they, the family, they have a knack for really bringing out what's important for children at this time and stage in their life. As parents, we want to focus on the academic too much. And as a child, they just want to play and discover and explore. And when you look around this campus, which I'm sure you will, you'll see some really magical little nooks and crannies and things that just make the mind go wow and want to explore. It's really special to be able to watch my kids develop in that respect and become well-rounded, nurturing young adults.
Yeah, I think that we do enjoy working together as a family. Obviously, since we are family, we do get in arguments sometimes. That sometimes will get in the way, but we have a bunch of different classes. So whenever something like that does happen, we'll just me and my sister, we would argue. My mom would just have us work in separate classrooms for a day, and then it would be fine. So it didn't really affect any of the family dynamic. In fact, it probably made it better because it's just it's a cool experience to experience with your sister. I think that one big skill that I picked up is empathy, because with working with kids or just people in general, you develop empathy and you can sympathize with people a lot better. For a lot of the workers here, we try to have a very inclusive environment. We do on different holidays for different countries and different religions. We celebrate them here, and we teach kids about things like that. So we try to be really inclusive. So I think that's beneficial for not only the staff but the kids and everyone involved.
I think that being anti-bias and inclusive, whether that means children with special needs or genius children or children who have a physical special need or children who are of all different cultures, and appreciating their cultures and really not appropriating those cultures, so important, and fighting against and speaking up against racism openly and honestly with these children and with these families is a beautiful thing, and I think it does set Montecito apart for sure, as well as this beautiful campus does. Yes. Yeah, I think that working here, when I was young, as well as throughout my life, has made a definite impact on myself as a person, but it also has impacted myself as a parent a lot, I think, because having education in the family and really understanding developmentally appropriate practices for children and how they learn, which is through physically and cognitively, which is through hands-on activities and through experiences. Even adults learn that way. If someone goes and takes a test and memorize a bunch of information, they ace the test, but they forget that information within the next day or week, right? If they have an experience to base that knowledge on, even as an adult, they're going to keep that knowledge for the rest of their life. It's the same with kids. That is how they learn. And so being in the Bay Area, where it's a race to nowhere and it's all about academics, that's almost the least important thing when you're young, how you're learning. You need to learn socially and emotionally, cognitively, academically, as well as, life skills, taking care of yourself and your body and being connected with your family. So I think that it's really impacted me as a parent and as a person, and just how I view the world and families and how to bring up children in a well-rounded way. We're here for everyone. We don't discriminate in any way. We are very inclusive, and that's really important. So building self-confidence creates success in and of itself, in addition to all these wonderful hands-on activities we provide to these families and to these kids, so they all excel, to be honest.
Well, it's a huge impact. I've met, at first I was surprised. There are great grandparents that go here. I mean, I really want you to wrap your head around that. Great grandparents who went to this school. That is just amazing. That's just so many generations that have had the benefit of just growing into a strong family unit. And those people, when we meet them out in the community, they tell us that. It's like, I went to Montecito, and I could not imagine taking my children anywhere else. It is a part of our family. It's a part of who we are. And we love the fact that you're still here after 60-something years. So if you've been in this community with children for any amount of time, everybody knows. It's Stanford sends some of their students here to study our program. They've done so for years. We have a lot of different daycare facilities. When they're overly packed, they'll send their kids here. And we have a waiting list because it's so popular, it's so magical, and we love that. And it's bounced back so beautifully from the pandemic. I think I'm a good middleman for both, right? Because there's people here who love the fact that I'm in the tech world, building drones and doing camera work, and I've met parents here who are in the industry, and we've worked together on projects. And then also, they know that it's someone that, when their kids are around me, they're going to get both. They're going to get that playful side, they're going to get that nurturing side, and they're also going to get that technical side. We'll build things with the Legos and blocks in here that make their mind think more of the academic part of their parents, right? So I've had parents tell me that we love how balanced you are, where they get to see both sides, right, of nurture and academics.
I have a great sense of pride for my family of origin, my Mobley family, and the overall Montecito family with my staff, because they're all considered family, and all these wonderful families who have come through Montecito for over 61 years. So the pride it's beyond words, really, to have this legacy in this community and in my own family is amazing.
Just relax. The property lends itself to that. Just relax and enjoy be in the moment instead of always rushing off to the next thing. Just take a moment and breathe. Especially here in Northern California, we're in a bit of a rat race, and there's always this need to go, go, go. And you just see, when you watch people walk on the campus, you can tell when they're waiting in the line over there to come on the campus, they're stressed, they're worried about the next thing, but the moment they step out of their car and they're physically on the campus, you just watch their shoulders relax. And I believe it's the greatest strength and the greatest blessing is that this place doesn't force, it encourages people to relax.